Greetings, everyone. My name is Shelda Oliver, and I am a proud member of the first and finest sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, founded January 15th, 1908, on the campus of Howard University, of which I am also a proud alum. My decision to join my sorority was based on family ties. I am one of 3 legacy members. When I say legacy, I mean that my mother is also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. She pledged at Savannah State College in December of 1969. And as a result of this, she passed on her legacy of service to her 3 daughters. So Alpha Kappa Alpha to us is definitely a family tradition, one that we all enjoy and we fellowship in today. So we, as the Olivers, are continuing a legacy of service that is in alignment with our names. Now, as you're going off to college, I want to encourage you that any decisions that you make, be it regarding your major, whether or not you want to pledge, whether or not you want to join an organization, I want for you to make sure that you research your choices. For me, Howard University, my going to Howard University, it involved a lot of prayer and a lot of thought, because I knew that I wanted to go to Howard University back in 1987 when I was in 7th grade. At that point in time, I was a military dependent living overseas, and I had very, very limited access to pieces of Black culture living over there. It just so happened that I read in an issue of Ebony magazine about Howard University and all of the great leaders and people who have come from Howard University. And that was when I made the decision, that's where I want to be. So I made it my goal to get into Howard with a scholarship. And by the grace of God and a whole lot of prayer, I made it. And with that being said, I also want to encourage you that when you go to college, you make the most of every opportunity that you're given. I initially went to Howard to become a radio DJ. That was my goal. It just so happened that in one of our communications classes, a professor from the Communication Sciences and Disorders Department came and spoke to my particular cohort that day. It was then that I decided that I want to change my major, and I ended up graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Communication Sciences and Disorders, and became a speech language pathologist. But lo and behold, that was not what God had for me. Because as it turns out, that Communication Sciences and Disorders degree eventually led to something bigger. I am now a special education teacher and a behavior coach. So I implore you to do a lot of research. Make sure that you are confident in your choice. Enjoy yourselves. But most of all, make it your goal to be responsible, resourceful, respectful, and I want for you to be a voting citizen. Take care. Bye.